More than 2,600 years ago, in a world that looked prosperous on the surface but restless within, human beings were quietly asking the same questions we still ask today. Why are we born into this life? Why do we grow old, fall sick, suffer, and die? Is there a path beyond fear, sorrow, and endless desire? When the pain of living became too heavy to ignore, when wisdom was desperately needed, the conditions were complete for the appearance of an awakened one. This is why the Buddha appeared in this world. He was not born as a god, nor sent by a divine power. He was born as a human being, because only a human can fully understand human suffering and show the way beyond it. His name was Siddhartha Gautama, born into a royal family in the kingdom of Kapilavastu. From the moment of his birth, sages predicted that this child would become either a great king who ruled the world or a fully enlightened Buddha who would liberate it. His father, King Suddhodana, wishing his son to inherit the throne, chose to shield him from all suffering. Siddhartha was raised in luxury, surrounded by beauty, pleasure, and comfort. He saw only youth, health, and joy. Old age, sickness, and death were kept far from his sight. Yet truth cannot be hidden forever. One day, when Siddhartha ventured beyond the palace walls, his life changed forever. He first encountered an old man, bent and fragile. Then he saw a sick man trembling in pain. Then he saw a dead body, carried by grieving people. With each sight, his heart was shaken. He realized that no matter how rich or powerful one may be, no one escapes aging, illness, and death. Finally, he saw a wandering ascetic, calm and serene, having renounced worldly life to seek freedom. In that moment, a question arose deep within him. Is there a way beyond this endless cycle of suffering? That night, while the palace slept, Siddhartha made a decision that required immense courage. At the age of 29, he left behind his crown, his wealth, his wife, and his newborn son. Not because he lacked love, but because his compassion was too vast to remain confined within palace walls. This moment is known as the Great Renunciation. To leave home in the Buddhist sense does not simply mean leaving a physical place. It means leaving attachment, illusion, and false security. It means choosing truth over comfort, wisdom over pleasure. Siddhartha became a wandering monk, living with nothing but a robe and an alms bowl. His life of renunciation was not an escape from responsibility, but a deep commitment to understanding suffering at its root. When he walked barefoot from village to village, accepting food through alms, he was not begging out of weakness. He was teaching humility, interdependence, and gratitude. Those who gave practiced generosity. Those who received practiced mindfulness. In this simple exchange, compassion flowed naturally. For 6 years, Siddhartha practiced extreme asceticism, starving his body and pushing himself to the edge of death. Yet wisdom did not arise. Finally, he realized that tormenting the body only weakens the mind. From this realization came one of his greatest insights. Liberation is found not in indulgence nor in self-torture, but in balance. This became known as the middle way. At the age of 35, seated beneath the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, Siddhartha made a silent vow. He would not rise until he understood the truth of existence. Throughout the night, he faced fear, temptation, doubt, and illusion. As dawn approached, his mind became clear and boundless. He saw the nature of suffering, the cause of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and the path leading to its end. At that moment, Siddhartha Gautama became the Buddha, the awakened one. From that day forward, the Buddha spent 45 years walking across towns and villages, teaching anyone willing to listen. Kings and beggars, merchants and farmers, men and women, all were equal before his compassion. He taught that suffering arises from craving and ignorance, that everything is impermanent, and that there is no fixed self to cling to. He offered not blind belief, but a path of practice. The Four Noble Truths revealed the reality of suffering. The Noble Eightfold Path showed how to live with wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. His teachings were practical, profound, and timeless, aimed at one purpose only: the liberation of all beings from suffering. At the age of 80, the Buddha lay down between two sal trees. His body was old, but his mind remained clear and peaceful. His final words were a reminder, not of miracles or promises, but of responsibility. All conditioned things are impermanent. Strive on with diligence. With these words, he entered parinirvana, complete liberation beyond birth and death. The Buddha did not come to be worshipped as a god. He came to be understood. His life is a living teaching that awakening is possible, that suffering can be transformed, and that compassion and wisdom can free the human heart. He walked the path so that we may walk it too. In understanding his life, we are not merely learning history. We are being invited to awaken,